She glanced over her shoulder and said, "Human, your tool is pressed right against me. Beat. Relax. I'm a mechanic." The rain made a steady drum line on the tin roof of Bay 3, and every drop was another second the evac shuttle couldn't launch. Jace had 3 hours to make a dead jump drive sing again. He had a drawer full of worn parts, a coffee pot he'd emptied twice, and one new problem. The new mechanic Helix had assigned him was purple. Not purple like a spray of paint, purple like polished amethyst with gunmetal eyes and hair the color of frost. She was bent over the open drive housing, elbows deep in the kind of mess people wrote complaints about, and she was humming. Jace cleared his throat. "You're Kessa? Transfer from the Oryx dock?" She didn't look up. "If you're the human with the torque driver, we have 7 microfractures, a sabotage coupler, and a schedule to humiliate." "I'm the human with the torque driver," he said, stepping in beside her. He leaned over the housing, braced a hand, and, "Human," Kessa said calmly, "your tool is pressed right against me." Jace's ears lit like warning lights. The driver on his belt had tapped her hip when he leaned in. He jerked back so fast he almost headbutted the bulkhead. Sorry. Kessa spared him a glance, a glimmer of amusement, not annoyance. "Relax," she said, voice smooth as a well-oiled bearing. "I'm a mechanic. Just keep the driver ready." Outside, thunder rolled across the spaceport like a freight hauler. Jace breathed, dropped the shame, and did the job. "All right, show me where you hear the fractures." "I don't hear them," she said. "I feel them." She placed one hand flat on the drive's outer ring. "Your alloys tell the truth when you press them. Humans call it torque feel. Oryx call it resonance memory." Her fingers walked along the rim, then stopped. "Here." He set the bits, felt the grain of the screw, and backed it out. The rings separated and showed them the kind of problem you didn't solve with prayers. The coupler had been introduced to a belt sander and then put back like a dog hiding a broken bus. Kessa's mouth went thin. "Sabotage." "Who knew we were prepping this shuttle?" Jace asked. "Everyone who thinks a free evacuation makes Helix look generous." She met his eyes. "You trust me?" "I trust anyone who talks to metal," Jace said. "Get the spare coupler." "We don't have one," she said, "but we have a coffee pot." He blinked. "Excuse me?" Kessa pointed to the mess table. "The percolator coil, stainless, food grade, spring steel. If we anneal and rebend it, it'll sit around the shaft like a patient hug." "Remind me to never anger you," Jace muttered, already stripping parts. He cracked the pot, unwound the coil, hit it with a heat wand until it sagged like taffy, and then together they wrapped it into a new coupler. It was ugly. It was hers. It might work. As they cooled the makeshift ring in oil, footsteps clipped toward the bay. Inspector Var, Helix's favorite storm cloud, appeared with 2 security drones. "Progress?" Var asked in a voice that could scratch glass. "We found a coupler failure," Jace said neutrally. "Found or caused?" Var's gaze landed on Kessa like a clamp. "Oryx methods are unconventional." Kessa's hands didn't stop moving. "Unconventional keeps shuttles from melting." "Mind your tone," Var said. "Shuttle 9 isn't authorized to depart until I clear it." Jace didn't bother hiding his annoyance. "There's a hurricane inbound and a hospital outpost downrange. People need to move." Var smiled without warmth. "Policy needs to be followed. Fix the unit, log the delay, and perhaps the evacuees will be grateful enough to renew their contracts." He left. The drones stayed like punctuation. Kessa exhaled. "He smells like someone who thinks bolts are a kind of people." "Bolts are easier to move than people," Jace said. "Ready?" They worked in harmony. The human torque, the Oryx resonance. Kessa steadied the ring. Jace torqued to spec by feel, and the driver chirped happily. "Power up," Jace said. The drive hummed. Lights came alive, then jittered. A nasty grinding rose from somewhere, deep and wrong. "Kill it," Kessa said before he had to. He cut power. The silence hissed. "Okay," Jace said. "That's not the coupler. That's a phase tumble." Kessa chewed her lip. "The ring remembers being badly aligned. Your bearings ate a scar. We can't file metal out of memory." "But we can overwrite it," Jace said, "if we teach it a new path. Your human optimism confuses and pleases me, Kessa said. Show me. He dug through his tool drawer, produced a battered device he loved like a pet, a harmonic driver. We spin the ring by hand with the harmonic, micro-nudging at each notch. You hum back at it with that resonance trick. We talk the metal into being better than it remains.